Good morning. Good morning to you and you out there with listen to Christ Said Radio and Television. Welcome to Morning Wakayans with Princess on top this beautiful week. Happy Monday to you. And we thank God for a wonderful. Now, today, one morning waka, they start from the 12 o'clock. We will take balance everything up with sharp to inside this 9 o'clock hour. We will bring you food. Program where we carry you into the some pages of the book. After we will come enter deep to the step to take tell you what's in the play. As you already here, my name is Vincent, and without taking of time, let me jump inside the front pages of the newspapers. Now, starting the papers this morning for my hand, we get the Punch. Yes, the Punch newspaper. Now we take start the story this morning. And inside the Punch newspaper this morning, on top workers' compensation, Ogbonge government now don't backtrack. They don't change their mind as NLC stand their ground, say no going back. LSITF don't they do moves now to make sure say the strike no hold and say the AGF will refund their workers them. But NLC leaders say they go meet to take no waiting day. Still inside the front page of the Punch, court don't order. So make them come out now, come do a full disclosure, full explanation of the 37 billion naira worth of renovation where National Assembly do. APC, opposition, they give each other back goals on top of the results of the by-elections inside 12 states. Tinubu, they twirl for all the winners. INEC, even as PDP, NNPP, ADC say they reject the result and say they will enter court on the matter. Issue of shipping. Make them ship am, they not ship am. The delay now in the cost make a Dangote 3,550 CNG trucks never begin to do their work. Nigeria don't deport 42 China and Philippine cyber criminals where the judge guillotine. MCPC don't resume Israeli pilgrimage with 50% subsidy. So Nigeria people don't die of what they suspect saying a poison inside Libya. And finally, ICRC don't they give new PPP guidelines for MDHM. All this and many more now you go see for inside the Punch newspaper this morning. Following closely on top of that one, now the Guardian newspaper. The Guardian newspaper talks say more than 10 banks and people where they do insurance now they risk of forced merger on top the struggle for new capital. SERAP don't they say make the shine eye torchlight the pay to present motions bills claim. On Alausa, we are bringing Nigerians out of school children back to the classrooms. Now, waiting Oga Alausa, Minister of Education, the Yan Bidat. To replace Tinubu with Jonathan, it not be the solution, but now total change of the system. Now, it's supposed to be the problem. Now, waiting Oga Parotimi, the Yan for the front page of the Guardian. On by-elections, opposition's fragility, the party opposition leg no strong, then don't they expose as APC don't tight their hold by winning 12 out of 16 seats. Afe Babalola don the ginger that there should be better education sector to fight against insecurity. EFCC, NIS don't deport 42 cyber criminals and 150 others go follow. Still pensioners deserve a duty of care and sharp payment. Kebbi government don't announce the death of the Zulu traditional ruler inside hospital for London. And finally, for the front page of The Guardian, Chief of Army Staff don't do reshuffle and they don't put new PSOS, GOCs and other commanders for work. All this and plenty more inside The Guardian newspaper of today. Following closely, now the Vanguard. The Vanguard say, come and see how APC win the by-elections then. They say APC win 12 seats, ABGA win 2, PDP win 1, NNPP win 1. Tinubu now don't begin the court cap for the winners as opposition parties say no, they no support the election. ADC don't come out now say, hey, this by-election now dress rehearsal for how 2027 election will be. PDP say, hey, there will be no election in 2027. LP say this thing na yab of democracy. While APC say our by-election win show say
Tinubu still stand. Everybody wants him. All this and more inside the Vanguard newspaper. Ogbonge government, Jonathan, ACF, they celebrate IBB at 84 years old. Rice farmers say na the increase for price. Na cartel, middlemen, na in the cause. And still now fund loan go pay student fees. You get now waiting they talk. Alausa in the Yanam Zelensky stay in not agree for the territorial concession as Putin they offer security guarantee. On NLC strike notice, NSITF don't come out say yes, truly there be the minus 50% inside that pension money. Just enter inside the Vanguard newspaper, you go see all the one where we say what they talk about there. And the nation come follow closely by to say APC use opposition I see where for inside the by-elections will happen over the weekend. Ruling party win 1 Senate, 4 House of Reps, 7 House of Assembly seats. ABGA don't face the Senate now, say they are giving, say they, okay, ABGA win 1 Senate and 1 House of Assembly seat. PDP win for Oyo. ADC not win anything. Retired federal workers go earn extra 32,000 naira every month. Kwasu don't hand over 2 electric motor give Kwara government. Major investors don't they put eye into the insurance sector. ICRC don't they say see the guideline for PPP projects. And fresh drive, different things they do now to fight against out of school children don't start. As said, they don't deport 42 China and Philippine people where they judge guilty of cyber crimes, internet crime. All this and more inside the Nation newspaper of this morning. Online Tribune, that not the Nigerian Tribune can show. And in big tori there, by election, APC don't strong their leg, show say they still get swag for this country as they ready for 2027 election. They win well for inside Kano, Adamawa, and then Soludo Abga also shows say they still strong for inside Anambra. PDP win Oyo representative seat first time in 18 years. ADC, they humble them for inside Anambra. APC, NNPP, they maintain, say that they do APC, NNPP, they say they maintain their rival fighting inside Kano. PDP now they hear them where inside the state. Zamfara, the election there, they call it inconclusive. But ADC, they say, our election process don't go worse and worse under Tinubu. But APC said the results now vote of confidence in Tinubu and in the APC. On July 2025 inflation report, they say even with all the gain, pressure still there. Now waiting CPPE, they talk with that. Said there should be a policy mix. Made them do stronger fiscal monetary structural changes as inflation now don't reduce to 21.88% inside the month of July. Estate surveillance, others don't begin to look for blame. They look for where not pure inside the new Lagos tenancy bill. On the shaking up what they do for our army, chief of army staff don't do redeployments for plenty generals then. On issue of cyber criminal, that na internet crimes, EFCC immigration don't deport plenty China and Philippine people back to their country. Customs don't seize containers where full with around 80 million naira worth of expired pharmaceutical medicine. And into the body matter report when Nigerian Tribune do there, they say caffeine, all this coffee, all this TTs, they say if you reduce how some antibiotics stay they work for body. Now waiting one study where they do, they talk be that. Moving to the Daily Trust this morning, on by-elections, parties maintain their strongness. 109 senators pay enough. Okay, the pay where 109 senators they collect, it reach to pay 4,708 professors' salary. Enter for inside Daily Trust, you go see that report there. Many traders, now they fear say they don't die away for inside both accidents where happen for Sokoto. People now don't they send crying, don't they send Google talk. They do their eulogy as Emir of Zuru don't die at 81 years old. And on Kamu by-election, APC don't come out now say, see why we reject the Shanono Bogwai State Assembly by-election. To get the full gist, them enter inside the Daily Trust, make you foresee all these ones that when I carry come. And in the Daily Independent this morning, on the by-election where they don't finish, say na dress rehearsal for how 2027 go resemble. Now waiting ADC, they lament with that. Say democracy is getting worse and worse under Tinubu. 5% TSC VAT return fee kill airlines in 48 hours. Now waiting Air Peace Chamo, they yarn with that. One top oga wey dey push drugs, they don't pack am for inside Asaba, as NDLEA don't see 7.8 billion naira worth of opioids inside Onne. And still on 3 million naira bribe for bill, SERAP say make Akpabio, Gbas involve ESCC and ICPC into the matter, made a torchlight am. On by-election, political class no like to dey respect basic rules. Now wetin Yaga Africa dey yarn inside there. Farmers, environmentalists, they talk different mind on top the risk and the reward of tree crops for carbon finance. And Tinubu don twale for all the winners of the by-elections in 12 states, consti cut cap give INEC. APC now win most of the constituency results where INEC release. All this and many more inside the Daily Independent newspaper of today. Before we go close mouth on top of the front pages of papers this morning, make we give you a little bit of sports. The biggest story for there, off the mark. Uche scores assist to inspire Getafe win. That's now waiting Point Sports Extra take start the sports story. Sadiq still there for suicidal plans. And on Man United and Arsenal, they say Arsenal will be gunners. They beat Devils for Red Trafford. And for Chelsea and Palace, VAR 99 easy as Eagles hold the Blues to 0-0 draw. The Tigers don't zoom enter the quarterfinal of the AfroBasket. Atalanta, they wait for some confirm offer for Lookman. They don't they talk say be like say the gear will return back to United. Liverpool don't they make second bid for Issa. Pep, they demand City offload. Itoma, they ready to fight anybody after White Gold. Delta done the strong leg for a very smooth national youth games as on world champions Onwuzurike he missed to win the 200-meter sport by millisecond. All this and plenty more now you go see for inside the front pages of the Point Sports Extra this morning. And this now where we go wrap up on top waiting there for the front pages of newspaper for today. But make it a date with yourself, make it a point to try get one of these papers. Read waiting there inside, get the full information. Not just stop for inside waiting there for the front pages. Open up, get the full gist so that you will continue today informed. And join us again tomorrow, 9 o'clock for another beautiful edition of the front pages of newspaper. And you please check us out on top our social media handles. Right now, we even stream live on top our Facebook, our YouTube, at Priced Radio TV. And to join us live for radio, now www.christradiotv.com. We did all the other social media platforms. We did Instagram, we did X, and we did everywhere at Christ Radio TV. We'll take a very quick break from our sponsors. When we come back, it will be time for us to move inside the part 2 of the show where we'll bring you the big stories then. One of the big things will happen now, the by-elections into different states, into different lawmaker seats over the weekend. And the yigi-yaga will face that one. Our sabi person go there inside studio to follow us here on that one. No go anywhere. Will they come back now? Welcome back to Christ Radio and Television, where your matter now we own. Welcome back to Christ Radio and Television, where your matter now we own. I'm still remaining Princess, and the part two of the show don't land gidigam. And our sabi person already there inside the studio with me. Kolawole Omoni, good morning, sir.
Honey Princess.
Happy New Year.
Thank you very much.
Today,
Same to you.
today.
Maso.
All right, so make we start on a very good note. The UNESCO, the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, don't officially recognize Sango Festival as intangible cultural heritage of humanity. In short, they look at nothing now world heritage, now something big, something wonderful. What do you think, say, these kind of things they mean for our country if our festival, a cultural UN, don't recognize them for world?
Yeah, na good development anyway, because we know how we've been the suffer most of our cultural heritage been the suffer lately. You understand? At a point, we've been get one discussion regarding when this late Oba been died for Ogun State. We've been talk about, okay, if you no one focus on your religion, if you're not ready to do traditional religion, make you know say make you no enter that side, say you want go collect traditional title. You understand? So if you check most of our traditions, people don't they forget about them. Like this Sango we've been talking now. If you are from Yoruba side before now, when they do the festival, you see the kind of movement where they do to remember how our forefathers, our ancestral people, the way they roll on that time, compared to the way civilization on they come up, we go make many of our children. They even ask, say, this song go with them, they even talk about waiting in me. They're going to need to go watch one or two movies. And in fact, some of these movies said the interpretation of waiting them in the show no really gel the way it been they happen before. So if based on this recognition, now something where then go really push, it can be a reason why tourists go even say, okay, we want to enter flight, come Nigeria, come see how then they celebrate this festival. You understand? Now some of the things where advanced country know they joke with this, then go work around it, find a way of making money out of it, find a way of leading it to make it big. For instance, see Ojude Oba in Ogun State. You understand? See what this
festival.
In
fishing, this carnival,
Carnival,
Calabar
right?
Carnival.
Calabar Carnival. See Emia movement where they do for Kano State
All
too.
those Doba.
Waiting Doba, yes,
yes,
that's what I'm trying to
the
remember.
Doba.
You understand? Even not because of the politics where they now, you know how Doba people they travel across the globe to say they want to come witness them. So this supposed to be a celebration to our Ministry of Culture and Tourism because they're supposed to put more noise about it. They're supposed to leverage on it to say, okay, how can we harness some of these opportunities we've been talk about? How can we make money from this? How can we use it to promote our cultural heritage? Don't forget, now one of those things where Christ has been they push, be this the reason why they say, okay, they want to build heritage center for people, the original people of Abuja, where the Oga of Christ have been they travel across the globe to see how they did run some of these things. And when this center come on board, you know, say anybody where they visit that center, then go know say people there for Abuja before things been they happen. And some of those culture now then go teach. You understand? Because in the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years, it go hard to see somebody who talks, okay, oh, this is how then they always do celebration of or festival of Sango or Ogun, the way then we they do and right or then. Because religion don't take most of these things. I know me say people, the Oyibo people where they even say this religion, they don't forget their traditional.
True.
They don't forget them. Instead, they are making more money from their tradition. So why must we now be diverted Why our attention be diverted to whatever culture or whatever practice they are giving us, and we forget about our heritage? So it's a good development. And if we really mean business, we want to take it seriously. Now, something where we supposed to create activities around them to make sure, say, every single year, people we're expecting them from across the globe to come Nigeria to come witness how they take do this festival.
And so may they not just even look and may they use that as a way of making money.
Apart from yes, now
So
you
the
have to.
corporate, that's okay. Now, are we going to like make them like national event or state event? Because I will try to understand. This is a beautiful thing, agreed. But you just did talk something. Religion. People don't bring different religion. Oh, the Islamic religion, the Christian religion, and then our tradition now don't come be like say you don't turn to abomination, you don't turn to sin. You understand? So how do we go back to working with tradition as well as religion, and then making this tradition now to become national treasure? What we use and say they make money for our state, like they get internally generated revenue from them.
Yes, it takes a lot of education. It takes a lot of investment. It takes a lot of mobilization, and it takes a lot of influence to get some of these things done. Truly, an average Nigerian now will not want to relate themselves to say, okay, you want to go do one Sango, you want to go do one Oya, or you want to go do one Ogun, or stuff like that. They believe, say, oh, we are out of it already.
Yeah.
In fact, there are religious leaders who condemn it.
Yeah.
Say, we don't really want this thing
Say they
to
fetish.
happen. You understand?
Yeah.
They fetish and stuff like that. But if you see, for instance, I know somebody will be say they always promote some of this culture, will be say every year the person get him own religion, but him dey always talk am say na Muslim the person be. He no wan make this culture and tradition make it just wipe off like that. Then they do annual celebration. You understand? Then they display all these things. They no carry any charm or whatever to just showcase our culture and tradition, how then they do am that time. You understand? Children go learn from it. Then go ask them plenty questions about how those things are being celebrated here and there.
Okay, so should we make them like subjects in schools?
It dey there now. E get some subject for under history. You will see some of these subjects. You understand? Some of these topics under history. So if for no fun, if you are teaching, and beyond the teaching, for instance, if you're teaching everything theoretically, it's just by hearing that the people where you dey teach to will be hearing it when they don't experiment it. It's just for you to be able to convince them, say nobody they carry any charm to go do whatever. This is how it's being done then. For instance, there is a particular place in my state where they go tell you, say, now here, now some go look so now take enter ground. The chain is still there till today. Where they talk, say, do that kind of teach is okay. Well, maybe you want to do excursion, come and show the person. So this is the location. This is how it happened. So some of those things, now something where we give people ginger to say, okay, we see our culture and tradition.
Yeah.
Because the people have been talking, say people where they sell some of the waiting we take stuff, say, oh, we are now exposed, we are now we are more holistic.
Yes.
They don't forget their tradition. They are still making money from their tradition. So it's now for people to get more education to say, okay, if you want to bridge the gap between your religion and tradition, this is how it's being done. It's not that somebody is asking to come and carry charm or to come and do whatever. It's just for us to promote our culture and tradition. And if we refuse to do that, it's a matter of time. We'll just be talking about it history wise. This is how it's been done. We now take all the culture of others. You understand? So I don't supposed to be like that because we supposed to see the potential in it and make more money about it.
Congratulations to the Ministry of Art, Culture, Tourism, and even Creative Economy, and the whole of your community for this wonderful one. Where we say UNESCO, where we UN body on top culture, on top science, so they don't recognize Sango Festival as World Heritage. In short, from inside, it was they even give certificates when the thing they go on and they say the festival is very important now, cultural treasure and the sign of the rich heritage where Nigeria gets. We hope the most of our other traditional festivals will also continue to get all this recognition and say our tradition, our culture no go die. Now coming back to the matter where we say it's very big everywhere, the elections will happen on Saturday. For inside, I think about 12 states, also 16 different states, and how APC win 12 seats, PDP win 2, LP win 1, and ABGA 1. ADC no win anything. Now the thing now they bring reactions, showing that APC don't come and talk say, wow, now sign say we still get level. Ooh, we stand. Hey, wow, wow. This one show say, nothing for us. Things are worse under Tinubu. But waiting you to talk on top the elections and the reactions to everything we have.
The APC will get 12 position or will win in
12.
the district. It no mean say Nigeria really accept APC the way they push it, or the way the impression they are giving, creating right now. And it no mean say everything work out well the way we dey expect in the course of the election wey been happen weekend. Trust me, almost every irregularities wey we dey always witness in our electioneering and the election day again e still happen.
Yes.
Meaning say we never get to that level of perfection. Meaning say issue still dey. Allegations of vote buying e dey there the way we dey always witness am before. And trust me, if people will still need to collect money to go vote, you know what it means? And apart from that, APC may be creating this impression, say, oh, we full grant, we dey everywhere. You can't take that influence too away from them because now ruling party they still be. And whatever money they are spending is still from the national and treasury. They are spending it compared to other people where they struggle to cope. This one is even better for anybody to say, okay, we could need to spend money to win this election, but is it supposed to be an ideal situation? It's not supposed to be. So they be accusing each other. Even where APC and where NNPP lose in Kano, then they lament. You understand? Where the ruling party in Kano say they're not supposed to lose there. Where APC win, them too. Where APC lose again, where NNPP win for Sanono side, APC too, they lament. So it's almost replication of how we dey always witness when it has to do with election in Nigeria. We can't use this to just the claim that all is well with APC. So many things can go for us. And Nigerians that may want to continue to say, okay, because of the condition of this election, because they talk before the election even happen, say, when you want to test their popularity, to test how they take over, it's too early to conclude on that. Because so many things wey we don't even imagine right now will still happen between now and 2027. It could still happen. Many of the people wey dey form ADC, they fit still go back to where they left. Many of the people wey still dey form the APC, the ruling party now, they go still dey go. They still fit go form alliance with the ADC. The ADC still no fit see the light of the day. Because the way we dey see am now, wetin we been dey expect as our fear that time, e don dey show. Internal issues don dey dey among most of them, most of the members. So with that one, you go know say e still no pure for anybody right now. But based on that incumbency factor, e dey help APC during the weekend. Now the impression to them will say, okay, Nigerians like us.
Yes.
Then go dey talk am. Yeah, Nigerians still like us. We don talk am say na we dey do the real reform wey others go follow and stuff like that. Na their time. I remember vividly PDP boasted more than this in their 16 years ruling. Say no, na 60 years now we dey go. But Nigeria stop them at 16. And I don't talk am again say these 2 years is too small for APC to really prepare and get it right. One of those conditions is that most of the people where they carry the thing for head, most of them are either retired or they are no longer relevant. You understand? So you can't compare to I will want to be listening to them more after their primary election, I've been done the talk and repeatedly. If they can be able to put their house in order, but the time what we get right now, before APC even was seated and PDP, they tried it between 2011 and 2014, 15. It didn't work before they got it right in 2015. Unfortunately for ADC again, they are not coming as a new coalition. They go borrow a particular political party, hijack it from the owners, and want to take over because they didn't want to face the rigorous process of INEC and probably the alleged deliberate and deliberate accusation where them dey level against INEC say they no wan give them new political party and the time. So based on that, ADC still get their issues at hand. And seeing PDP winning just 2 out of 16 too is a message to tell you say PDP dey struggle to cope right now. And most of the winning too happened in their stronghold. Where APC sabi win before, na there dem win. Where PDP dey win before, na there na dem win. The ADC wey just dey come on board too, na probably one of the reasons why he had them to really win. Because Nigerians have not been really convinced to say these people, do they have any new thing for them? They've not been convinced because almost 90-something% of them now people wey don hold a particular office before, either as a minister or as a sitting governor then, and what have you. And there was no anything wey dem bin do that time wey dey different from wetin the current government bin dey do right now. So if they ask them to convince Nigerians say they have something new at hand, so based on that, they really need to prepare very well for them to say, okay, we have a party that will unseat the ruling party. Serious big work, 90 for front. For who? For ADC. Because from all indications right now, if they appear new to Nigerians, even if it is just one place, they're supposed to win out of 16. But they cannot be able to. And they participated in all the elections nationwide. The figures, like the margin, they very wide. Meaning say, most of those preaching where they talk about, it go hard. For instance, if na nationwide election I they conduct on Saturday now, but it go be the fate of ADC. That's why it's okay. It's too early for us to judge them because it never took away the harmonize, go together. But even at that, if you are going together, waiting that they bring on board, who are the candidates who una won't really push to make sure say una even dey relevant? Is it the same crop of people where most of them, Nigeria don't already get tired of them? If not that one, they are adding to political points to their opposition. If they don't have anything new. Waiting go fit bring double jeopardy for them now if they cannot be able to put their house in order to conduct free and fair primary election. And if they cannot be able to achieve that, it go add them to win any reasonable election. And with that one, it will just see ruling party they celebrate because they don't already amputate PDP as we speak right now.
Okay, now, but looking at the reactions now from this election wey happen on Saturday, there was allegation of vote buying, of even rigging, ballot snatching, like thugs. They said they even arrest some people with, 2 point something million worth of materials. And you get the APC, I don't know, anyway, they are doing, but they are coming to hail this, they not say they talk say fair and fair, but they hail and say, okay, show the mind of the people. While the others them they talk say, say things no go well. LP they para, even though you get they at least PDP win one, they still they para. Everybody still they para. Despite waiting happen, what does this mean for us for 2027 election?
It no mean well anyway. It means say we never even progress.
Everybody talking. Why the as not me say because you win, say when you see black, make you know. Why is even the ruling party or even the not saying something about the koro yigi-yaga way happen?
No, to them, it favors them. So they are okay. That's how politics is. That's how it's been practiced in Nigeria. For instance, I remember when late President Yado have been talking, the election will carry a mental office. They free, fair, pure. But it's coming to come and
Clean.
uphold the rule of law. If they talk am, unfortunately, e health no gree make him do the reform wey be dey talk about. Maybe sometimes you talk, e no dey hold water if action no add up to am. But unfortunately, we didn't witness that. They've been doing a number of, okay, we want to do election reform, we want to do this, we want to do that. But the more you are putting more effort, the more politicians will be identifying the loopholes, how they want to scatter am. For instance, now, there are some certain damages wey go happen or yigi-yaga wey go happen for a particular location wey dem say, okay, they cancel that particular word. They will not count it for anybody. And politicians now leverage on that to say, okay, if that will go happen, then go and scatter things for a stronghold. Make sure, say, is either just push for more action that will make them cancel election in that particular place. Because if you leave am, you go use the vote of that place to win me. They capitalize on it. So, wetin go come some of these things now to make sure, say, for instance, now, we're not supposed to even militarize our election process. But we've been doing that, we've been mobilizing soldiers, we've been mobilizing policemen, and sometimes even people wey sabi for electoral matter talk say e dey even cause the reason why many people no even get interest, the voter party, to say, okay, we want to go cast our vote, because anything can happen. But this is the reality. So check now, from all the complaints wey we dey get weekend, is there anything new? Nothing new. So if there's nothing new, e mean say our problem dey still pile up, put am inside cooler, e dey hot until when we say, okay, next election come, we want to show ourselves. Because na replica of wetin we be na we dey see for election result. I dey always talk am, not because I'm defending INEC chairman. It can't be everywhere nationwide. At every single stage of election process, some people dey wey go sabotage the entire process. The party people, political party, they always get budget for, oh, how many number of wards do we have nationwide? How many number of polling units do we have nationwide? How much are you giving presiding officer in each of the polling units? This is how they budget. We have electoral act that sets the amount you spend before you become a winner or a candidate or whatever. Do we make sure that they respect this? And have they put anybody in jail as a result of this? The answer is no. Now talk about the irregularities. Why are we spending huge money to mobilize policemen, to mobilize soldiers, and you still see people carrying ballot paper here and there, scattering it? They cut from officials. You understand? So apart from that, you will even see the process itself. When they finalize everything, when people see am with koro, so this person score 1, this person score 10, they count am finish. They say make dem upload am, make everybody see am. At a point, they will talk say Gbas no, e no gree work. Or if e gree work, oh, we never get time to upload, or we get technical issues here and there. So the entire process still dey the way e dey, irregularities here and there, and na the reason why you see many of them would dey continue to dey blame each other. And because of that, even if you know, say dem defeat you, clearly you will still claim say no, na you win that election. So that culture sef to say, okay, let me accept defeat, e still no dey there. Nobody wan gree. Out of this election wey bin happen right now, I can bet you that almost 80% of it go still enter court. Dem go still drag am from tribunal to appeal to Supreme Court. So for how long are we going to continue in this manner? It means there's no progress. And you see the sitting president or the administration will talk, say, no, I want to make sure, say, I do election reform. I want to make everything intact. But in most occasions, how they want to win, how they want to continue to rule, might be the priority. If not, so many indicators, so many instances, the reason why even Nigerians are not supposed to continue with the current party. But in reality, is that the case? It's not. I was shocked that even President Muhammadu Buhari returned in 2019. It's not even what we are witnessing right now because of what people been witnessing that time. But he came back, he concluded, he still handed over to his party. So that is just a way of saying, okay, the issues too plenty. It's beyond waiting the right for paper. Everybody will contribute to this. Because don't forget, one thing I dey always talk, People will condemn now nationwide. Why? How can you collect 3,000? Because they talk say 3,000, 5,000, 10,000. They shared it wicked. People, plenty Nigerians to condemn it. The question I always ask is that people where they condemn am, wey fit afford 10,000 naira, if they give you 10 million naira, will you say no? Will you condemn it to say lie? I no go gree. If you no fit for 10 million, if they give you 100 million, will you still say no? Everybody get your own price. And not until when we are fully ready to say no against vote buying, sincerely speaking, it go hard us to get credible election in Nigeria.
Okay, just in 30 seconds to 60 seconds to add to this matter, Oga Farotimi, this I just see him as headline. You know, when they talk about voting, he say Jonathan, bringing Jonathan back not be the solution, saying a system overhaul. So do you agree? Say it's not even about candidates coming out for election. Say whoever come out, the system already get a say.
Princess, you're not supposed to dey ask me this
I
question.
know, but
I
the what
I hardly make statements
without
about Nigeria without talking about
the
system.
system. True.
That is what are we talking about system? Is the broad component of our organization, of our practice, of our rules. How we dey take broad component? You carry computer now put for ground, you see every component. Two things are involved. I will appreciate a presidential candidate, governorship candidate, 36 of them, nationwide in Nigeria, that we agree that we don't have any other manifesto that we want to do. All these are 7 points, 14 points, this also agenda. I need candidates that will only uphold only one single agenda for 4 years in this country, and sincerely speaking, we get things right. The foundation I've been telling you about that we need to build, we don't need politicians. Oh, I'll come and fix road for you. I'll come and do electricity. I will give you water. We are tired of these ones. They are almost turning to music to us. Nigerians don't even pay attention to them again. It's more of the sound of the music where they sing now. Then the people they pay attention. The reason why you see them going to political campaign. When current president come to Kano that time, he said he no come Kano to come and talk. Say he came to dance. They were beating drums. He was dancing. And yes, are we not facing the music right now? So we are tired of manifesto. We are tired of, okay, I want to come and do rally. I want to come and say what. Just tell us that you want to come and fix the system. If we can be able to achieve that, everything else is okay. How do we fix the system? When we fix the system, say, okay, this component we know say don't rot. We want to make it work again. We will get strong institutions. Because now the strong institutions, now them be part of the component. You know, say system they broad, they wide, where you want fix. Now to be more specific now, you not be talking about each institution you want to build it. For instance, INEC. Can we have INEC that will genuinely independent? Can we have CBN governor that they will not give him a 1-minute phone call and will go and be printing money against the economic policy of the country? And eventually they will not bring 4 paragraphs of a letter to the National Assembly that 21 trillion naira we spent so far. Kindly come and help me approve it. After spending, not before. No strong institution. And when we don't have all those institutions very strong nationwide, we can't get a strong system. When we have that strong institution, what it means is that if you say you want to do any social investment in intervention for poor people, the strong institution will identify that somebody want to kolobi that money and we fight the person. Bring the person to book immediately. The strong institution will make sure that nobody will dare to manipulate judiciary. The strong institution will make sure that, okay, somebody will not reach Supreme Court. Court talks, okay, may it go jail forever. And you manipulate it, okay, they will have to start to review afresh. And the person is a sitting senator right now. I'm talking about the use of Kano. A number of cases like that. So when we don't have some of these things intact, that is why I'm insisting that I want leaders that will come and preach. I want to fix system. When you are doing that, you are laying foundation. Others will come and build on it. Rather than say, I want to come and provide water, I want to come and build road. That eventually they will still need to go and borrow money to do that. And the weak system will still make them again to kolobi their money. or maybe the larger percentage of it. So we need to fix our system in this country. It's so weak, and as a result of that, many politicians are leveraging it, even including we. So many things where we make many people they maneuver things. For instance, people went there Bodo, they will tell you say, oh, if you have your money in Nigeria, you can easily have your way. For what? So many things they are not enjoying over there because there is a strong system over there. There are strong institutions over there. So I totally agree that system is what we need to fix. And sincerely speaking, they know they fix them. They say if you won't fight devil, you go get longer soon. That is how the situation is. Because people are there to sabotage whatever. People that are benefiting from the wrong system right now, they are there to make sure say things don't work for you. They are there to threaten you to say, if you finish this 4 years, they will never allow you to come back. Do you now have political way to do the right thing at the detriment of whatever intimidation?
But Kolawole, can one person do it? Can one person, because like you just talk, now one person in the midst of plenty others. Nobody be island. You must definitely work with people. What if you not really get like minds to work with?
That is why I've always been saying that we should stop building individuals in this country. If you check around now, for instance, Obi Factor made some people to go to the office right now.
True.
Would the Obi Factor allow them to continue doing the right thing? Many of them have the cap. Many of them don't even share the ideology of Obi in 2023. They just, by chance, they had the opportunity. Unfortunately, the name when they say climb that ladder now, if to never even chop the office, you know, this time. Now, because of individual grace with that. Now, because we believe our hope is always on only one person. The same problem we had when Buhari was in charge.
True.
We had this all the moment Buhari came on board. Even civil servants, when they hear so Buhari don't win that time, all of them they go adjust.
Yes.
Say make we see how the situation go be. Oh, this one are no nonsense. Oh. But when they see say the no nonsense, they don't collect the the main part of it. All of them went back to their normal way of life. That is why we are insisting on strong institutions, good system, and to achieve that, you need like-minded people to do this job.
So how long this thing won't last?
I've always been saying it that though politicians will say, oh, it not going to make any sense for us to do it. But we appreciate a candidate that will be able to be telling us that the kind of cabinet member he will get if he win election. That probably they have this like-minded and ideology. They listen together. For instance, if you have 30, maybe an average of 40 ministers nationwide that key into this idea of what we are doing is to work the system. Is good enough to start with. Because in the course of doing it, with those ones, they can lose their job on the way. We can see a president that will do 2 years that they will beat, but let him set a record. We don't need these people to do this sacrifice. A president that I don't care if National Assembly will impeach me. I want to have a good system for this country. Trust me, if they impeach the first one, they impeach the second one, go no say no, we really mean business. We need to do something about it. Because whoever is willing to do that, we touch most of these ambitious politicians. They don't invest almost everything where they get in their life to reach that political office. And they are coming to come and invest. They are coming to come and invest. They may not key into it. National Assembly may not key into whatever. They just want their jumbo pay and they want their juicy position. It's now left for you to say, okay, who are the kind of people that work with me? Expose them. If they don't want to do the right thing, expose them. If anybody that is in the course of the law, command the person. Let everything clear to everybody that you have only one single agenda. Fix the system. Let strong institutions stay in place. With that one, you will significantly fight corruption. When we have strong institutions, meaning nobody is interfering to say, okay, don't do your job the way it's supposed to be. There will be no president that will call EFCC chairman to say, oh yeah, go and witch hunt that person, and the person will go ahead. And there will be no president that will say, okay, don't investigate that person because I'm my guy. And they will just keep their mouth shut. There will be no president that will say, okay, oh, because this person is a Fuji musician, they play for me. As a result of that, if you do anyhow, just keep him there. God of my guys. Now strong institution we don't get. Now they call some of this katakata. The reason why I believe that if we have a president and governor nationwide, we have some of these political orders that are ready to fix the system, we will get it right in this country. They should stop this, all this I forget the name, a cliche, that's the word. Something we don't do used to almost every time. You want to do road, you want to do this. You don't need to teach an average Nigeria, even pikin wey they just born yesterday, for you to predict wetin politician wan come even tell you, because they already know say those things are problem. But some of these things, they are multi-sectoral problems, in the sense that this one they affect this one, that one they affect that one. The best way of managing it is to fix the system. The system is malfunctioning, and when it is malfunctioning, just for instance, see a system before you, standing before you right now. Can we continue this show without this system? So if we are having a rotten system, it's a matter of time. It will reach a certain level that we say, okay, no, we can't just continue like this. And they should not just do something that will make Nigeria to say, okay, we don't reach the wall, we want to look back. Because politicians don't care. In as much they are having their way at that particular time. They refer most of us like this, those noise makers, forget about them. The one where they come feel like say the noise they really affect them. Them go intimidate them, them go oppress them, them go jail them go detain them. It no make sense.
Makes sense. Hi, the studio on top inside Naija. Big victory them. My name is to be Princess. Kolawole Omoni. Now be my guest here. Oga Media Manager for Christed Radio and Television. Sabi man when it comes to issue of politics, issue of current affairs and waiting they happen for Naija. But before we go, talking about weak institution, talking about some things one of the House of Representative member that's now from Jigawa, you get the Jigawa lawmaker in name na Ibrahim Aoui. For inside Hausa, you go do interview for Hausa language and the church or church, the reports are not there. But according to waiting media, they say he used him mouth talk say since when he shop election as a member for 2015, say nobody individual don't give am bill to pass. And also even the bills and petitions are paid for. He said you have to pay from 3 million naira, 2 million naira, or 1 million naira to present it. That's if you as a lawmaker now, you get a bill or a motion or something to push that you have to pay between 3 million to 1 million for you to present it. When you don't come present the bill, it's not sure for you. So you go still need to follow up by to lobby the whole 360 members of the House to accept the bill. Now, they say immediately the matter drop like this. Now, the House, sharp, now in the challenge am say, not just talk with mouth, bring evidence. Bring evidence. And say, if you don't bring evidence, they go refer am to the House of Representative Committee on Ethics. But SERAP, that's now socio-economic rights and accountability project, one join body like that. Don't come out now come talk say, make dem no just dismiss wetin the guy talk. Because as story people say they don't have plenty of lawmakers. They say there's no evidence, we don't know what he's talking about. Now I know they happen here, all those kind of things. But Sarah say, Oga Akpabio, Oga Abbas, that's now both the Senate President and the Speaker of the House of Reps, involve EFCC, ICPs into this matter. Not just talks. Make anybody not just dismiss this talk. Torchlight it. But what do you think?
Yeah, they need to investigate further anyway. For a lawmaker to be coming out to say this, and he's not just saying it when he's listening with his friends. He knows what it means to be talking to the media. He knows how that kind of information will go viral. And for him to make that point, then we really need to look into it. Is it possible? Something of that nature, you can't say it's not possible in Nigeria. Because we don't witness a case of bribery or cases of bribery in the National Assembly before now. Not the first or the second time. So many allegations here and there. The one way they obvious, a case study of Farouk Lawa on top of investigation, where they collect bribery. He don't have his jail time and stuff like that. So if it's talking, the unfortunate part of it is that they will talk say even though be within their chamber and they do the talk, then go use them against them and they will investigate them now. Unfortunately, it might not be able to provide clear evidence.
Thank you.
And as a
That's
result
what
of that now, it will need to sacrifice because they may suspend him, just like the way they've been due to this guy Abdulmumin so far then. And
Okay.
in number, because I remember Nine Talk, say Nine been raised the issue of budget
Check
padding,
padding.
a chop suspension as a result of that. So he too, he face this kind of issue if he cannot be able to provide evidence. And trust me, one person against 359 lawmakers, if nobody is willing to support him, gonna say issues there for front.
Ah.
But it's a matter of, it's just to indicate or to showcase the fact that corruption they almost everywhere in the country. Lobbying is acceptable. It's part of the process of even lawmaking. Worldwide, then they always lobby. Oh, I beg Oga. No, help me reason this my thing.
So, but okay, now the corner then they go. What if I come now and say, I beg, help me reason this thing? Then I can't fold small thing, can't
Now
give you.
that
You
is
didn't
where
ask me.
that is where
But I
I'm
use
heading
and
to.
grease.
It's bribery. It's bribery. Say, okay, because you want more to push this thing. That the reason why you make this provision. It's now bribery, nothing they won't talk about that one.
I don't call am bribe for you.
You don't go call am bribe. You don't go call am bribe.
I don't use am
If you dey drive for roadside where you don't get driver's license, police can't stop you. You understand? They say, Alpha, where's your driver's license?
And I just do
Okay,
like this.
that is bribery. You need to lobby. I need this thing to be passed. Convince them. Use your influence to make sure say you convince your colleagues. Tomorrow, day too, we need you. That condition of okay, I will also need you tomorrow. It's enough for you to be able to lobby successfully. And for you to also be part of that team, you also need to be charismatic to know how you can manipulate things, not in a way of say, okay, you want to pay somebody for them to be able to consider what they push for them.
Yeah.
So because it gets some of these developmental organizations with them, even we are a job, say you go do interview with some local stuff like that, then go tell you say don't pay them. Because the moment you are paying them, say, oh, just to say maybe these people they are vulnerable, they need your cash and stuff like that. They have this impression, say, probably because of that money you give them, then you make them talk in that manner where they take follow you talk. You understand? So lobbying, it's okay. But in a situation whereby, in the course of lobbying, waiting this person like we hear say he always like some all these sophisticated phone. You buy them, you submit and you join them with the bid.
I buy kilishi with something, just go down.
No, like say you buy kilishi, how can kilishi be bribery? You understand? It's more of okay, maybe for instance now, you want to lobby, you can say you want to hang around, you can say we get something. You buy food, you mention the matter, it's still part of the lobby. You understand? But to say, okay, Oga, take this money, hold on, that one I know because in politics, somebody where you need, it must not be an official setting. Now you meet the person.
Okay, let's say we can't go like the club or somewhere. So, I just bring my bill, then the next thing, I just send some prayers after. I just say,
you want to take another thing.
Maybe I just say, oh, God bless you, sir, or God bless you, ma, please, just a token for fuel,
That is where the lobby is. And even the figure, the money is even ridiculous compared to waiting and these people they collect, you understand? But to him, if you say, okay, between 1 and 3 million naira, this is what you need to pay, they need to also torchlight it. To know. But
he actually reached
I can assure you that for that man to come openly to go to the media and say this, it may not be totally out of the truth.
But if no evidence, because they all say he has to bring evidence.
Now where the problem always dey be that because the money wey we talk about no be money we get received. You need to send that evidence, and if you're even giving the person money, you have to define, okay, wetin be this money? Did you pay the person cash? If it is not cash, did you transfer the money? If you transfer the money, did you put narration? Because transfer is still no amount to something. Did you put narration to say, oh, for you to help me present my bill, I give you this token, sir. You understand? This token, or whatever. It's now left for the receiver again to come and define the essence of the money that entered into his account. So these are the kind of things you need to prove before they can say, oh, it's genuine. But the one way to shock you, and the unfortunate part of it for the lawmaker be say most of these transactions, they follow wire, na cash. And when it is, you do not assign somebody to be covering the how it take happen that time. Even if you show, you might not be there to be counting. It might be in form of envelope. The person may claim, so now bill now he give me now wait to send a money or whatever. So he needs enough of evidence to escape the act of his colleagues right now, except
Mm.
if he go apologize. And you know what
Ah,
it means. So either side of the game, he might be punished and he might be suspended.
hell, he might be punished, he might be suspended, unless if he actually we bring out evidence for within the talk. So, but before we go, because we don't even overshoot our time, just sharp, last talk on top the discussions of today.
Sincerely speaking, the one we carry every weight from all what we've been the talk so far. Again, I will have to reiterate that system. We need politicians to fix institutions in this country. We need politicians to fix our system. If you fix our system, naturally, road go dey on its own. Naturally, Nigerians go enjoy water. Naturally, don't specify wetin you wan do again. Fix the system. Let things work naturally. For instance, how or why do we have ministries, agencies, parastatals nationwide? They have their specific responsibilities to do. People wey if you see single pothole like this, na dem suppose to fix am. Wetin be their name? Right? So don't tell me you want to come and fix road. You want to come and repair road. If we have strong institutions, the strong institution will respect the budget of FEMA to say, okay, oh, we don't identify so loopholes, so we need to fix it. Oh. The money will come naturally to them. They will do their job. They will not be lobbying to do that, or they will not be paid salary as a result of the recurrent expenditure we will always take seriously than that of project where they want to take execute the stuff. So just think about whatever politicians need to preach or they used to have in their
Okay, so you're
manifesto.
saying we also need
We
to have sanction, like punishment, kind of. I don't know. We need to start to the punish, the sanction people.
no that one is clear. If we have a good system, so many provisions wey we get inside our law, but they are too clear because we don't have strong institutions to do the needful. That is why I'm insisting that we need only one single agenda from politicians. They should stop bombarding us with 7 point agenda, 20 point agenda. A single agenda fix the system. Naturally, everything will work perfectly okay.
Fix the system. Fix the system. Fix the system. I think that could be a hashtag for 2027 if possible. But thank you so much, Kolawole Omoni, for all the downloading what you brought for us today. Please let's do this again tomorrow.
Thank you for having me.
And for you, my wonderful listener, and the viewers in Wikandagirigram, to follow us on top of the show. You don't hear them. Fix the system. Push that narrative. Push that gist. Say, if they feel repair the system, if they feel work on the structure of the country, change everything for our system, we not go get any problem. As we keep advocating and pushing for all that one, you self continue to follow us on top of our social media handles with the X, with the Instagram, with the Facebook, with the YouTube, at Crested Radio TV, at CHRIPED RADIO TV. You can meet us there from anywhere we would drop your contributions, subscribe to our pages, like us, and then you will see our doings there. Then live on top of our website every day we are here at www.crescentradioandtv.com. My name is Princess. Join us again inside the 12 o'clock hour for sharp story. But tomorrow, 9 o'clock, we go there here again for front pages of newspapers and to bust out the big victories them inside Nigeria and the rest of the world. Enjoy the rest of your day with some nice music from other better programs which will go come on air. Till then, my name remains Princess Aniana. Have a wonderful morning.